Merhaba arkadaşlar, hoş geldiniz. Ofis Saati programının bir bölümünde daha beraberiz. Ben Mustafa Salih Özet, ofis arkadaşlarım Faruk Atasal, Muhammed Mustafa Tuna ve Fatih Pehlivan Bey ile beraber bugün İngilizce öğretmenliği bölümünü konuşacağız. Konuğumuz İngilizce öğretmenliği bölümünden mezun olmak üzere olan Abu Jafor öğrencimiz. Ona teşekkürler diyoruz katıldığı için. Hoş geldin Abu Jafor. Hello and welcome to Office Hour. So today we are happy to have you, and today we are going to discuss English language teaching program. I am Mustafa Salih Özet, joined here by Mr. Faruk Atasal, Muhammed Mustafa Tuna, and Fatih Pehlivan. We have also an honorable guest. He is Abu Jafor from the English language teaching department. He is about to graduate from the department. He has also accomplished to complete his degree in 3.5 years. So thank you for joining us. Welcome. So without further ado, let me start by asking him, how's life being a student in Istanbul now? How are you?
Thank you. It's very pleased to be here, and thanks for inviting me here. It's a great honor to be here talking with you about our university. Well, let me just tell you, life in Istanbul is, in one word, it's really unique. As we all know, Istanbul is a very fascinating and unique city for many reasons. So Istanbul is it's a combine of two continents. It's a connected to two continents, Asia and Europe. Because of this, it's it's also the combination of two cultures. So because of this, Istanbul become a multicultural and cosmopolitan cities. So Istanbul offers many historical cities and wonderful careers for job seeker, and offers lots of sightseeing, modern and historical places like Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, blah blah things, and wonderful, delicious varieties of international and traditional cuisine that will really catch you, that will really help you to be here and enjoy your life in Istanbul. Yeah, I think it's wonderful being Istanbul, living here.
Istanbul is a wonderful city indeed. Why ISU? Why did you choose Istanbul Zaim University to study this program?
Well, I was curious studying in another country, while I was studying high school. So and then because I wanted to study, so my brother came before, he was also a student in Turkey. So I just wanted to come here and study. So after coming here, I visited different university, of course, some private university. So I found here is a wonderful environment. So as we know, the Istanbul Sabahattin Zaim University is a very historical. It has historical places, which is first agricultural school established in Ottoman period. And the most important is the environment of ISU was wonderful, combination of history and nature. More importantly, the biggest library of Istanbul is in ISU. I mean, this is a big and huge advantages for a student. What level are this? It's not important to study, to research about the topics.
And that over there is a library, a photo from the library.
Yeah.
Okay, it has passed. Okay.
Anyways, the library is wonderful, really. I'm sure anyone, if you visit, or whether you visit or not, so you're gonna love it. The view and the environment of the library, huge collection of books. So yeah, it's really great opportunity to study and research here. Yeah.
Okay, let me tell us. Let's tell us about yourself.
Sure.
Now that you're about to graduate after 4 years of studying at ISU, how do you feel? How do you evaluate your education and experience at ISU? In retrospect, what do you think about your studies in Israel?
Well, the program was not completely English, but even it was not completely English, it was Turkish. But well, as a non-native, I mean, like, so you will have some problems. It's a very usual, but so I easily overcome this problem. Like I didn't have any problem like overcoming to like pass the exam or to get higher grade. Even it was in Turkish. Most of the courses was Turkish. So after finishing the courses now, after 4 years, I mean 3.5 years, I can say that I'm really pleased how just let me give you a zone. So now I'm planning to continue my master's in this university. So it means that I am pleased, and I also saw the from the staff of the university to our teacher, professor, everyone is well qualified, helped in every step. For example, even if you have a problem as a foreign student, if you have a problem in Turkish or any courses, if you go to their room, or if you have any issue, just go to there. They will easily solve it. They will give you like extra priority, like you will feel like you're special in this environment, in this university. Yeah, that made me very comfortable and feel like I'm the part of this university, like a member. So that was really wonderful. That's why I decided to continue my master's also, and I'm applying for master's in that university.
I know that you're about to complete your undergraduate in three and a five years.
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
everyone does that, right? How did you manage to complete your undergraduate in 3.5 years? Would you recommend that now that you're about to do that? Is it possible for everyone to do?
Yeah, of course. Well, I would highly recommend to the candidate or who is studying or who is just going to study, because why not? It's a great opportunity. Like, and everyone, if everyone wants, they can do it easily. Not only 3.5 years. If you want, you can complete it in 3 years. So I don't know about another country. Compared to my country, I said this is a privilege in Turkey, studying in Turkey. Like if you want, you can take this course from your, I mean, next year. You can take it again before, and you can complete it earlier. Like in our university, in one semester, you can take 30 like 30 credit. So if any student want, and if their GPA is more than like 3, then he can take maximum like 45 credits. That means if you take the every semester 45 credits, that means you can easily complete your graduation like in 3 years. Even there is a chance, like in summer we have in summer we have 3 months vacation, and if any student wants to like continue his study and want to finish earlier, they can take these courses in summer from our university. Even you can take it from another university, and our university accept it. So yeah.
Okay. When you say easily, I guess you actually mean technically, right? I mean, I can imagine that it wasn't that easy.
I mean, well, you have to work hard, really.
Yes.
I mean, well, of course you have to
I
take
thought so.
hard. I mean, if you really like, you're determined, yes, I will complete and I will save my 1 year. So you can do it. Of course, you have to work hard.
We've been discussing about your studies and your department, English language teaching.
Exactly.
But what is it? What is English language teaching? Can you please elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. This is a nice question, actually. This is a wonderful question. Well, this is somehow we know English teacher, but lots of people are not familiar with this term, like English language teaching, because these courses, this subject is not available in every countries. So English language teaching, in short, it's called ELT. Maybe some people are familiar with this term ELT. So this is a course program. This is only for teachers, the person who wants to be continue, who wants to build his career in teaching field, just for teaching, not another field. So he can apply or he can study these courses. So if your motto, if your aim is to be a teacher, English teacher, whether it can be in your country or whether it can be in another country, so you can choose this color. Like after finishing ELT, English language teacher, it's not bounded in one country. Anywhere in the world, you will be recognized as a teacher, as a registered teacher. So we can teach anywhere in the world. So this is all about this.
Why does the world needs English language teaching?
Wow. So as we know, English is like an international language. It's become an international language and the most like widely spoken language in the world, and Indian language everywhere in the world. It's more demanded. And the official language, first official language are UNA. Wherever you go, you cannot like survive without English. I mean, you can survive, not like the properly. That's English. For example, let me give you an example. In Turkey, there's a huge demand of English teacher, not only Turkish. They are searching for lots of foreign English teacher. Even if you finish this study here, you can, if you want, you can study here. You can continue your career here. You can do your job here. People will hire you easily. So yeah, that's why it's important. Wherever you go, and the demanding of English, it's increasing day by day. It's not decreasing always. It's demanding increasing. So yeah, that's why it's necessary. And I don't think the demand of English will decrease very soon. Like,
is this the reason why you decided to choose English language teaching?
well, there are many reasons, not a specific reason. Like I would say like I was into language, so I love language, so I love learning language. So it's not that I only like to speak, but learning English. So I had a background English, so it's more easy to continue. Like I have been teaching English like into the teaching it from my like high school. So at the same time, I'm not into this teaching language. I'm also learning like French at the moment, and I think I have a very good command in Turkish because I did some courses and I studied in Turkish some courses. So yeah, this is not only region that is demand, and I love teaching. And teaching in different language, how people work, how people learn language, different people from different culture, it varies. I mean, learning, every people has different, what is it, intelligence of learning. So this is that field that I really enjoy. I feel that this is my place today, because before that, I was studying philosophy. And this is my second time. I mean, I'm doing the graduation, so I just left these courses and I started teaching again because I really loved the field of teaching. That's why, yeah.
Okay, I can see that there are among the participants of this program right now, there are those who are an applicant to the program, to the ELT program, and there might be those who are interested in studying the program. What would you suggest them? How do they know if the program ELT is the right program for them?
Well, first of all, if you mindset that you really into the teaching, or you enjoy helping people. I mean, you can help people in different way. It's like helping with their English to take it next level. So if you want to, if you enjoy teaching people, if you enjoy helping people to by taking their English to the next level, of course this is a good program for you. Well, you can teach English. Okay, it's okay, no problem. By taking some courses like TESOL, CELTA, or another courses, or studying. If you know some English, you can teach. But ELT is a special thing. This is only for teacher, because if you study ELT, it means that you have a chance, you have an opportunity, or to build up your career Like if you want to do your master's, if you want to do your research, if you want to do something in teaching field, ELT is it's a perfect like choice for you. So yeah, I would say
And
that.
what should they expect from studying ELT? What is waiting for them if they start their studies in the program?
Well, it's a 4-year course. So while you study ELT, you will see like varieties of activities. Like first of all, you will learn like scientifically about the teaching, how teaching work, how teaching language works. So you will do lots of presentation almost every semester with different teachers. So about teaching, practical and also theoretical. At the same time, at the end of the semester, I mean, the last 2 semesters, you will have a chance to do your internship in a school. It can be in high school, sometimes middle school or primary school in Turkey. So our university will send you to the university to observe the real class in a classroom, and also you will have a chance to teach for 6 months to to set to fit I mean to adjust with the teaching. Yeah, so you will see lots of activities, lots of presentation and practice in different schools, observation the teacher. Yeah, lots of activities, the
Do you
whole.
think you made the right decision by choosing to study ELT?
I would say absolutely, yeah. I took the right decision, as I mentioned earlier that I was into teaching, so, and that's why I started here. And after finishing uh, the courses, I mean, now I feel yeah, I took the right decision, and I got what I expected and that I wanted. I got this. I fulfilled my expectation, and I'm ready for the next level. I mean, continue my, graduate masters. So
So
yeah,
about your
so
next level, I want to know, where does this degree take you? So what happens when you have an ELT diploma in your hand?
well, now if you just think in a wide way, so after that, after getting my diploma officer, if you want to continue like if you want to be an academician, or if you want to be a researcher, if you want to contribute your skill in teaching field but in research field, then you may continue your like masters. You can do your research, and then you will PhD. And if you are not into that, then you can continue your teaching with different schools or different language schools, or you can also teach abroad in another country. You can go to your country. I can teach this. Otherwise, you can also continue your master's and PhD to be an academician. You can be an university teacher. You can be a preparatory school teacher at university. Whatever you want, you can do it.
In which way do you think the ELT program is different than English language and literature or linguistics or translation? Are these different disciplines?
Well, if you compare ELT with linguistic, then they are interrelated, a bit related, but not completely. But both are related to language. But when we talk about the English literature, that is different. English literature is not the related teaching, of course. English literature, like a literature, you're studying a literature, like another literature, like Turkish literature or Arabic literature, French literature. This is about a culture, about it's not about the language. But there is some similarity, I mean, like a connection between ELT and linguistic, because linguistic is talks about how language works. Also, like ELT, English language teaching, also like work with language, how to teach and how to like teach well, scientifically well. So yeah, linguistic and ELT is like close, but not the literature. It's completely different. Translation, well, it's also kind of different from ELT. If you want to be a translator, you don't have to be fluent in English. You just know the language. If you have ability to know the language, to understand the meaning, what did it say, so you can be a translator. You don't have to be fluent, but ELT is completely, you have to expert in every module because you're going to be a teacher, you will teach.
What do you think is the contribution of the ELT program, the ELT education to you in general, to your career, to your life? How did it, in which way did it contribute to you?
Thank you for this question. So, for example, when I started my graduation ELT, so I had a vision. I had a thought about teaching. How does teaching work, and how does language work? But in every year, I found new things. What I thought about this, how language work. So after completing the graduation, now I know the differentiation, the way people like scientifically learn the language, teach the language, how like adults learn language, how the kids learn language, how learning language varies from culture to culture, from age to age, environment to environment, and how different methods or approaches apply to teach the language in different content, in different language, in different situation, in different culture. For example, there are different types of approaches, method of teaching language, but these all the approach you cannot apply in one place in same language or same culture with same types of people. So they're for different situation, for different culture. Yeah, so it just made my concept of language very wide. Yeah.
It's really good that you gave us an example of a discussion in the ELT field. I want you to explain more. I mean, give us an example. What is a contemporary issue or a discussion in the field of ELT? Can you please showcase a discussion as a student of ELT, or maybe in your case, a teacher candidate?
Well, sure. In this situation, I mean, in the present situation currently, there are issue and phenomenon about the English, like 30 years ago or 40 years ago, the concept of learning English or using English has changed a lot of in this in this currently. I mean, there is a issue about language. There is a word. There's a term called world English. So the person who invented the first talked about this term. He is called Bras Kachuri. Well, he was from India. So according to this theory, there is no specific specialized language like accent or special language. For example, there is no specific like British English or Australian English or say US English, Canadian English. No, there is no. The language should not be bound in a specific, like in one accent or one standard, because as we know, English become international language, and all over the world people are using the language, and in the world mostly non-native, user over are more than native speaker. So that's why the new learner cannot follow different languages, different accent. So that's why we make it clear, as soon as the the English is clear, okay to communicate, understandable, so it's okay. There shouldn't be any specific accent or a specific standardized language. So it should be clear, and it should be for everyone, not a specific thing. As we know, in our present situation, present world, if you see the number of non-native teacher and number of native teacher is like vast different. So one third of English teacher are native and rest of are non-native. So non-native teacher actually can teach better than native speaker. There is a study, like there are some lots of study in Turkey. Also, there is a study of in Hong Kong. So the study shows that in 2012 there was a study in Hong Kong. Two person, Kolma and Ping, they just made a survey about the language, about the teaching English in non-native country. So they found that most non-native students feel comfortable and they don't feel anxiety when they learn language from non-native teacher. But at the same time, when they learn the language with native teacher, they feel anxiety and they don't feel comfortable. And also, there's a study found that non-native teacher can help more to learner because they can feel what types of problem are facing non-native teacher because they went through this situation.
I think this explanation explained a lot. I mean, everything became clearer in my mind about ELT. And I can relate to some of those discussions as myself being a non-native learner of English and user of English. Okay, thank you for this great discussion, this great interview, Abu Jafor. We are here with you twice a week on Tuesday and Friday. Tuesdays on 3 p.m. and Fridays on 9 p.m. both in Turkey time. And we mostly have a guest and have a discussion going on. So if you are interested, you can participate in the discussion, or if you like, you can ask your questions. If you have a trouble, you can direct address this trouble by asking us, and use this connection, this channel, to find cures for your troubles. And we are happy to be with you, and we are happy to help you. Yeah, I mean, take advantage of us. Yeah, I think that's an opportunity for you. Evet, ofis saati programımızın sonuna geliyoruz. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz. Bu programda bize eşlik eden Ebu Cafer'e özellikle teşekkür ediyorum. Ofis arkadaşlarım Muhammed Mustafa Tuna, Fatih Pehlivan ve Faruk Atasal'a da teşekkür ederim. Bu akşam bizimle oldular. Her haftanın 2 günü buradayız. Salı günleri saat 3, Cuma günleri saat 9'da Türkiye saatiyle sizinle oluyoruz. Bu bize sorularınızı sormak için, yaptığımız tartışmaya, konuşmaya katılmak için güzel bir fırsat. Sizinle olmak güzeldi. Teşekkür ederiz. Tekrar görüşmek dileğiyle.